Welcome to another episode of The Games We Play by Play Cafe. My name is Leo.
I'm live.
We have a very special guest today. This man right here is known as the Dragon Master, locally and around. This is our good friend Martin Ikimura. Martin, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
So, how did you come to being called the Dragon Master?
I think it was. Let me get this from you. I think it was from before. I used to play Commander, and I had the Ur Dragon and the Scion of the Ur Dragon as my commander for multi, and so it's been, I don't know, 8 years that I've stuck with that commander and just never changed from just dragons.
Almost a decade na puro dragon lang yung ginagamit mo.
Yes.
And you don't get tired of that?
I don't. I have a thing for it. I think it was this obsession for me when I have a kid. Growing up in Japan, I used to idolize Godzilla, and I kind of like see him as a big dragon as a kid. And so when I went into Magic, especially the set that I came in was Scourge and Onslaught, which was just basically about dragons, but
dragons,
not
yeah.
were dragons. It was supposed to be about dragons, and then it just after that it just became my favorite creature type, and I built decks around it.
Life, do you have a favorite mythical creature?
Personally, I think fairies.
There are magic fairies.
Yeah, there are magic decks, right? That
Yeah.
run around fairies. So, what do you like about dragons specifically?
I think it's just chaos and destruction. There was this movie before called Reign of Fire. I'm not sure, it's old classic. It was just a bunch of destruction with fire and wings, and they just caused a lot of terror. And yeah, again, going back to Godzilla, me as a kid in Japan, that used to be our thing, you know.
A little counterproductive, no? Because he constantly, decade after decade, ruins your cities, and you look up to him.
Yeah. We're like, yeah, we like this shit. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Bleep that out.
Gojira, let me hug you!
Yeah. Because you're the man, but just don't mess up my house.
By the way, this episode is covering Tarkir Dragonstorm, in case you didn't pick up on that. It's a Magic the Gathering episode, specifically about the new set coming up. By the time you're watching this, it's about to become pre-release weekend. Later on, Life will tell you all about the events happening here in Play Cafe. So kung gusto nyo makisali, makigulo, Play Cafe is located in Upper McKinley, Tuscany. It is right after Clen and Uncle Mo's, open from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. every day. All right? So back to the set here. Life, you're coming at a very wrong time here because Dragonstorm, in Tarkir, there are no fairies.
Yeah, not that many, but
But dragons are amazing.
yeah.
Pwede na.
Yeah.
So for
They fly.
today, you have to like dragons. Okay? So, the very first Tarkir, Kanzo Tarkir, came out about 10, 11 years ago.
Yes.
Tell us about that plane. Tarkir is a plane. Tarkir is the place kung saan nangyayari itong story in Magic the Gathering.
So long story short, Tarkir is a plane that have 5 clans, which is Jeskai, Sultai, Mardu, you have Temur, and Abzan. Thank you. And then, what happened basically was the clans ruled, or these clans ruled Tarkir, and then because Ugin died, Bolas killed him, and
big
then
Oh.
there's a 2 big dragons. So Ugin is a spirit dragon. He has a twin brother, Bolas. If you get into Magic,
Good and evil.
good and evil. He goes and kills Ugin. Sarkin goes back into time, resurrects Ugin, and then the 5 dragon lords were born, which is Atarka, Silumgar, you have Dramoka, you have Ojutai, yes, and Glogan. So
I'm just remembering things. Like,
Yeah.
This is useless information.
yeah, all this stuff lives rent free in my brain. So, and then after that, now we're back at Tarkir.
11 years later.
11 years later, now that Ugin left, the clans have now retaken the planet, and they've summoned 5 spear dragons to their colors, and now the Dragon Lords are dead, and now we have Dragonstorm. So what's basically happening right now on Tarkir Dragonstorm is these Dragonstorms are appearing everywhere, all around the plane, and now the clans are trying to battle the wild dragons to ensure that there's balance and peace on this plane.
So to make it clear, the clans are battling the dragon.
Wild dragons. Yep.
Oh, okay.
They
okay.
also have one dragon each that is assigned to their color.
Oh, okay.
So parang siyang Pacific Rim.
Yes, yes, exactly. But with dragons instead of big Gundam unit looking things.
Yeah. Okay. So 5 clans are the main hook, right? So they are all triple colored aligned clans. Some of them are like hunters, some of them are like wall builders, some of them are like necromancers.
Yes, yes. It is based off of Southeast Asia. So that's what I really like about Tarkir too. It's because we have, Mongolians, we have Indians, we have, it's just, the plane is very diverse in a sense that it is Asia Pacific. And that's what, where I come from and, like brings me back to my
So
roots.
yeah, the lore explores a lot of cultures.
Yes.
So in Tarkir terms, Martin, again, look, remembering you grew up in Japan, you're from Japan, you're Japanese. Jeskai. Are you Jeskai?
I'm not. Right now, I think my current deck it's based on Mardu. We have all the best dragons there.
Mardu is red.
Red, white, black. Red, white, black. Well, for DC, which is my main format. But I did play multi, and for multi I ran basically all 5 colors because we have Scion and we have Tiamat from D&D. And so with multi, you just have to combo out with either the World Gorger, Animate Dead, where you can bounce it back and forth, or you can Dream Halls with Tiamat and get 5 dragons and automatically win the game.
So these are how the dragons use their power in game to win. Life, do you have a favorite parang Southeast Asian or Asian Pacific culture? Because
Well,
there might be an equivalent.
I think Japan. Yeah.
Japan. Okay, so sakto. Because Jeskai. That's what the Jeskai are. Yes.
Colors are just guys.
Yeah. Jeskai is red, white, and blue.
Yes.
So they're spellcasters, they're monks. Parang, am I correct that they're like the most peaceful of the clans?
Yeah, that is where Narset is right now, and she's the one who's trying to bring balance to the plane. So she's working with the other clan leaders for one, they summoned these 5 spirit dragons to help them battle out the wild dragons coming out of the Dragonstorms. And she's just really good person.
Yeah, so that's the good guys, like the goodest guys that they can get.
Oh, okay.
Because the other clans,
basically.
yeah. The other clans are like the Mardu are the Mongolians. They're warmongers. They just like fighting. They're just. Grr. Tapos there's the Abzans who are like they're what are Abzan?
Graveyard recurring and +1/+1.
So they're like they're isolationists.
Okay.
They like protect their own. Like ito lang kami lang to. And then there is the Timur.
Yeah. So Timur
Parang
based.
Himalayans like
Yeah. They like big creatures. They like to ramp. They like big things that just like crash into the wall.
They have like oxen. They're like what do you call those people who guide people through the Mount Everest?
Like the Nepalese.
Yeah. That's them. That's what the Timur are. And then are we missing one more? Abzans.
Sultai.
So Sultai are like the closest to the Indians, right?
Yeah, I think so. So those are like
East Indian.
East Indians. But now that they introduced like zombies into the set, which is nice, and they have these other Indian gods that represent other forms of creature types
And snakes.
and snakes too. So they're kind of like the deception, sneaky.
So this is for the
cunning set.
new lore.
Yes, this is
Yes.
for the new lore.
But they've always been the same. They've always been the 3-color clans. So that's all 5. Jeskai, Mardu,
Mardu, you have Sultai,
Abzan,
Abzan, and
Timur.
Timur.
I'm Timur. I swear, dude, in game and out of game, I'm just Timur. I just like, it's fun. It's dumb.
Wow, I'm a peacemaker.
Yeah. So talking about the game now, where we are, these clans, then they have their own mechanics. Now they also do. Do you have any favorites? Because I don't want to. Everybody can just watch and read everything that Wizards brings out. Pero Martin, do you have any favorite mechanics from the new set from these clans?
I think I really like Omen. Omen is basically a new mechanic. It's like Adventure, but instead of putting the card into exile, you put it back into the deck. It's not really a 2-for-1, but you do have an option. You still have the option whether you want to cast a sorcery or instant, and then the creature if you need a body on the board for board presence.
More choices.
More choices.
Yeah. So,
Flexibility.
is there a mechanic like that in Pokemon TCG? She's more Pokemon TCG.
Oh, I guess we have a card that brings your whole hand back to your deck.
And then you reshuffle.
Yeah, and then you reshuffle.
So,
And it's a good advantage.
yeah, but you have to time it.
You have to time
You
it,
time
of
it.
course.
So that's the same with Omen. So you have to, yeah. What is that? Sultai?
No, it's actually you have a cycle of it. It's in every color, and so basically they're adventure cards, which is two faces cards that you can use, and yeah, they're all over the set for different.
So Omen, you like that. There's a couple more mechanics that are like
Harmonize. You
clan
have
specific.
You have harmonize. You also have an exhale cycle, which is a cycle of cards, which is one for each color. That is to behold the dragon. So this new mechanic that they have in Dragonstorm Tarkir is called Behold, which is you either control a dragon or show a dragon from your hand, which gives you an extra boost to the card. So if it was a sorcery, you could cast it at instant speed. Pretty strong if you can behold stuff.
Just show it. And then the way it sounds like, it might be even a universal mechanic. Like you can behold anything.
Yeah, yes.
Eventually,
Hopefully they can do that into other sets, but right now they used to have it previously, but it wasn't named before or behold before. So it's like Mill. It didn't really have a name in Magic before. It's just that people started doing it. Now they put a name to the mechanic.
So now it's behold.
They added a mechanic.
Yeah. So again, even if you're revisiting and rehashing a story that's like a decade old, and you're returning to a story that was held there and familiar flavors, may bago pa rin. And that's what's amazing about Dragonstorm. That's what's amazing about Tarkir. Let's talk about the game itself. You mentioned how you like 5-color dragons.
Yes.
You like Mardu in the recent decks you've been
Sorry,
playing.
what does that mean, 5-color? You need 5 colors to cast?
All of it.
Well,
All of it?
not necessarily. So the UR Dragon. Oh, sorry about that. So the UR Dragon is 5 colors and Scion and other stuff. So when they say they're 5 colors, you have red, blue, black, white, and green. So your commander deck or DC deck can use every single color. You're not constrained to just whatever color your commander is. And I think that hopefully everybody eventually gets there. But some people like to stay in one color or stay aligned to a certain color pie, which is Esper or Sultai or Temur, things like that. But with you or Dragon, I get everything. I still am Mardu based because black, red, and white has the best dragons at the moment. But I still get to splash blue and green, meaning I get to add dragons that have blue and green in them. Because the new Spear Dragon Teval is a 3-drop in my deck in DC, which T is just crazy good.
So I know in Magic, your deck runs a certain system. Like some decks run from their graveyard, from their exile. So what does the dragon decks usually do?
When you run out of the graveyard, well, that's just value. You can do things like that to get things out of your graveyard. But I think that dragons should stay in aggro. I think I've tested all kinds of colors all the time. And I'll shift colors depending on the tournament that I'm joining in. But dragons just stay aggressive. Fire, wings, I mean, all you need is a few pieces of dragons on the board.
Oh, and I'm
you'll
curious
just
about
win.
this. Are dragons fat? Like they're
Yeah.
what do you call this?
Stats. Power,
Stats.
toughness.
So
Tough, yeah.
are they fat?
Always.
Because dinosaurs are fat.
Yeah.
So dragons are also fat.
Yeah.
You're triggering Martin. Who's fatter now? Sabi niya, who's fatter?
No.
Dragons or dinosaurs?
They're thick. No, dinosaurs are a bit thicker.
Okay. You'll accept that. You'll take that.
Dinosaurs are a bit thicker than dragons. We have wings. We gotta fly.
On average.
So, but
Oh, so dragons are flying.
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
block them.
Most, like 90% of dragons.
90% of dragons have like.
Yeah, that's
So,
a nice mechanic, right?
We
you
have
can't block
evasion.
it.
You can't block
okay.
us.
Yeah. And I think dragons are in more colors than dinosaurs.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I thought you were gonna ask another question because Life is a notorious control player. She likes watching people suffer.
Wow.
Is there a way for dragons
I know
to
guys
play
like that.
control?
Benz. Like controlled dragons. Also, so the new set has a lot of new blue dragons, which I'm still considering
That's your color. You like blue.
adding in the deck. They have this
Just guys
new
in blue.
Oh,
Just
that's
guys in
good. How is that peaceful?
they're not really peaceful. Like they pretend to be peaceful, but they're
Oh,
kinda,
that's
like,
perfect.
not.
Peace for them.
If you watched that movie, I forgot the truth telling people in like Divergent, they're like Cantor.
Yeah, Candor.
Candor, yeah.
This is our truth.
Yeah, there's our truth, and we pretend to keep the peace, but we'll just counter your stuff and not let you play.
So good and like that's what dragons are that control.
Yes, we do have blue dragons like that have come out in Dragonstorm. Now they can counter your stuff, and there are a lot of new good blue dragons that have came out in this set. So I'm thinking about splashing blue more to my deck just because of that factor.
What's getting bumped out? If it's Mardu, what's getting bumped out?
Probably green at the moment.
So it's
Probably
greenless.
green. It's still splash green. I think we will need a few things like ramp and tutor. Creature tutor is very important and essential for the deck at the moment.
Okay, so meron.
Oh.
Because I can go back to like the old Tarkir. There's is that Silumgar, the dragon that makes everything smaller?
Yes, actually he'll steal your stuff.
There you go.
He'll take your. There's two versions of him. There's Dragon Lord Silumgar who can take a creature or planeswalker
That's
as he
his.
enters the battlefield.
So I'll control your creatures.
Yes.
Oh, that's so fun.
Oh wow,
Here.
you're one of those. Just kidding.
And then there's another one that makes everything smaller.
Yes, it makes it -1/-1 whenever a dragon attacks and has hexproof built into him, so he protects himself.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what you have incoming for Tarkir Dragonstorm. Real quick, before we talk about the lineup of events incoming here at Play Cafe that is brought in by the new season. Diba? New set, dapat meron ding bagong lineup of events. Martin, talk to us about everything you're excited for in Dragonstorm. Did we miss out on anything? Kasi syempre, you're happy that the story is getting revisited, that they're continuing Narset, they're continuing Sarkhan's story, Ugin's story. Anything else from the set that you want to let everyone watching know na, uy, paparating to, we should get ready?
I think that there was a Easter egg in the what's this called? The video clip about Tarkir where it showed a photo of Nicol Bolas. So we may see Nicol Bolas appear. He's like the arch enemy.
He's not Thanos, he's bigger than Thanos.
He was basically Thanos.
He's Galactus.
Yeah.
Oh. He's important.
So I'm excited to see him come back and see what cards that gets printed with Bolas on it again.
The big bad. Okay, so maybe after Tarkir Dragonstorm, Bolas comes back. But if you're talking about dragons, syempre nandyan dapat yung big Elder Dragon. The scary one. So, Life, talk to us. What's happening? Let's start with the pre-release.
Yeah, but the pre-release is happening this April 6th. This is
weekend.
on Sunday. This weekend and at 7 p.m.
Special yung mga pre-release packs now, diba? Like they're factionized.
Yes.
Yeah. You have a faction you want to get?
Definitely Mardu. Definitely Mardu.
I'm curious about pre-release for Magic. Do you get to choose your faction?
It's up to the store. So do you want to choose?
I want to choose.
Yeah, I would definitely want to choose.
It'll come down to Play Cafe. So I guess you can pre-register like agad early on, check in, so that you get first dibs on certain factions if that's what will allow here. So that's happening again, April 6 at
7 p.m.
Okay, get it? Mardu, Jeskai. Oh no, Mardu, Jeskai, Timur. Big things. Okay, what else?
We have a TDS draft on April 11.
Ooh.
That's also Friday. That's Friday, right? At 6 p.m.
You a drafting man, Martin?
I am not. I rely on singles, but for this set, you betcha I am.
Okay, so we might be playing with y'all around in the circle, 8, and then balik that 8. I will draft a lot on Arena. Because Friday might be tight for me, but best believe that's happening in the Friday, April 11.
At 6 p.m.
Okay. What else we got?
If you're like me, starting out at Magic, we have Magic Academy. It's where you learn to play Magic the Gathering starting April 12. That's mornings of Saturdays.
10 a.m. onwards. So magbubukas yung store ng mas maaga
Yes.
to welcome newbies.
Who wants to learn to play Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
And we have special welcome packs for them.
Welcome decks.
Welcome decks, yeah.
Come on down. The four of you watching. You, and you. Yan. Yung mga hindi pa nagmamagic pero nakikinig for some reason because you're enjoying our stories. That's for you, Magic Academy. What else we got?
I will be there for sure.
Oh, yun. Perfect. So, 5 na kayo.
And starting April 19, we have standard tournaments. So that is every Saturdays. And on April 19, we also have a Tarkir Dragonstorm Commander Party.
Yun!
It is awesome.
Time to party.
Yeah.
So what is Commander Party?
So I think a commander party, usually here at Play Cafe, what that means is that we would be getting our pre-con decks. So a pre-con deck is a 100-card pre-built deck from WotC, our Wizards of the Coast, and
So it's the boxes.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
the pre-built decks. And then what would happen is we would only use those decks that are pre-built without any upgrades.
Pop it out, sleeve, go.
Yeah, exactly. Pop it out sleeve and run it.
Okay, and then on April 26th until the whole May, we have Magic Presents Spring Flourishes, which I think has special surprises when you join.
Yeah,
So-
promos. A lot of promos.
Yeah, promos.
Everything we've mentioned so far, save for maybe Magic Academy, has promos. So exclusive ways to get different art on cards. So that's happening from the end of April till May. And then we still have our weekly and daily events.
Yep, for Magic the Gathering here at Play Cafe, we still have Dual Commander Mondays on 7 p.m.
Yeah.
You're playing?
Yes, definitely. All the time.
What can people expect when you face them at Dual Commander Mondays?
Dragons.
Dragons, that's it. People, I don't sometimes even bring out my commander because
You did?
I just leave him in the box. He never changes.
Yeah, what does bench play?
He's like a friend here, HP. Likes to
You're still on Slimefoot?
no, he's on Tivit. He's a hard control player.
Oh, that's so fun.
Ew, Tivit has a combo deck.
No, it's just hard control.
Okay, all right.
It will.
I'd rather do combo so it ends me quick. But all right. And then we also have ito bago to Legacy Thursdays.
Yeah. So with Legacy Thursdays, I know that Boss Arvin mentioned that you are allowed to use an X number of proxies just in case if you don't have the expensive cards at the moment and you still want to join.
Yeah, playtest cards are allowed.
Yes.
Not everyone's willing to sell their kidney, liver / prostate. So, yun. So, you ask na lang, inquire on the day itself how many number of proxies you can get and which ones. Banned and restricted lists apply. And of course, FNM. You can't have a Magic store without FNM.
Currently, we are hosting for Bracket 3 decks.
Bracket 3 Commander. So that is your upgraded bracket. You're allowed 3 game changers.
infinites, right?
No infinites.
Okay.
And it's free to play, so you should come by.
Come on down. I have
Friday? Free.
every Friday, yes.
Wow.
I have like 6 bracket 3s. Everyone's a bracket 3 at this point. Basta pasok sa game changers. With that said, we're gonna call this episode to a close. Martin, thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Of course.
Talking to us about Dragonstorm, Tarkir. Where can people find you on social media?
You can go ahead and find my social media, Martin Ikamura or Sir Marts on Instagram. And I can also send them my Moxfield link for my decks for both multi and DC. And if you guys have any questions, which I have gotten recently from other people who wanted to build dragon decks, feel free to drop me a message and I will help you as much as possible to be like, Dragon Master.
Dragon Apprentice. Tell people about Dual Commander Philippines too.
Also, I wanted to also let you guys know about DCPH, Dual Commander Philippines. Hopefully, we'll go ahead and shoot you guys a link down here. And check out all of our videos that are posted on a weekly basis. And yeah, I think
It's everywhere, DCPH. With that said, Martin, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully, your decks get ramped up and updated to all of the new dragons from Tarkir Dragonstorm. And on behalf of everyone here at Play Cafe, my name is Leo.
And I'm live.
This has been another episode of The Games We Play by Play Cafe. Kita Kits, again, Upper McKinley, Tuscany. It's right after Uncle Mo's and Glen. We're
Don't
open
forget-
from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. And you can reach us out on social media.
Don't forget our social media. We are Play Cafe BGC on Facebook and Play Cafe PH everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're everywhere.
And for magic singles and products, www.playcafeph.com. We're getting out of here. We're playing some magic. Peace out.